Hey everybody, this is Halstead and Andrew McMillan with REH CPA. Today we're going to talk about related party sales. Sometimes it comes up where you have either a rental property or a piece of investment property, something where you're getting ready to sell it to, a relative, whether it be your parents, your child, a brother or sister. There's just some very specific rules that come into play whenever you're selling to a related party. I got Andrew McMillan here with me today. He's going to go over related party sales. Andrew, what can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so not everyone knows this, but if you sell to a related party at a loss, let's say you have a house, a piece of land, or a rental property, like you want to sell to someone who's a related party and you're going to sell it at a loss, that loss is not deductible, even if it is sold at a fair market value, at a fair price. If there's a loss on that transaction, you just can't deduct it. The next question really comes into play is like, well, then who is considered a related party? So a related party to you as an individual, it would be your spouse, it would be your brothers or sisters, your parents, your children, and then your grandparents and your grandchildren. So those are the default rules that the IRS says are going to be considered a related party to you. So if you sell to any one of those individuals at a loss, then that loss is not deductible, unfortunately.
Right, and they kind of put this in place because people were abusing it, right? They were selling, like if they had a piece of property that they could lose some money on, they would sell it to like their father or brother or something and still be able to basically keep the property but recognize a huge loss.
Yeah, so, and the other kind of flip side to that is conversely, if you sell to any one of these individuals, that's considered a related party. And if you sold it at a gain, well, then you have to pay taxes on the gain. So it's kind of one of those, you can't do the loss, but if you do it for a gain, you got to pay taxes on the gain.
That's fine on the gain. It's only a problem if there's a loss.
Yeah, you also got to be aware, like if you own a corporation or a company, if you own your own business, there are some rules there. Like if you as a business owner want to sell to your business, that would be considered a related party as well if you own enough of a percentage stake in the company. So just be aware if you're selling property to anyone that's a close relative of yours or a company that you have some ownership in, you may have some issues if it's
need
a
to look
loss.
at it closely to make sure you're not getting into these related party loss rules. Awesome.
So some other ways just to avoid the rule altogether is one, know the law exists and like don't do it. Don't sell to a related party.
Right. Especially if you're in a loss situation.
If you're in a loss, and then the other you can sell to like in-laws, aunts, uncles. Those aren't considered related parties, so you could sell to those and still have the loss, recognize the loss. If it's at a sold at a fair market value and the loss is justifiable.
Awesome. Well, that's very good information. If you are selling a piece of property to a family member and you have questions about related party sales, feel free to give us a call and set up an appointment and we'll help you through it. Thanks.